Tony Fad. Yo, yo.
Exclusive Tony.
Hey, right back at him again.
Back at it again,
Big
man.
Fish Podcast, Certified Talk. You know what I'm saying? I am your host, JMO.
Mr. G certified.
Co-host sitting right on the left of me, man. Hey, man, we got some heavy talk. We got some relationship shit to talk about. Hey, but listen, man, we gotta open it up, man. We gotta open it up, man. This
is a heavy topic.
It's a heavy topic, man. Mm-hmm. It's a real heavy
Super
topic.
Controversial.
Yeah, man. Ryan Hinton and Rodney Hinton Jr.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The cops killed Ryan Hinton, in the middle of a crime in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they said that he had a gun. They never seen the gun. Well, they hadn't seen the gun. He didn't discharge the gun, or whatever the case is. They killed him during chasing him.
Yeah, high speed chase.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a foot chase, and so not even 48 hours later, his father, man, Rodney Hinton Jr. went and killed an off-duty retired police officer that was in the middle of doing some type of event.
Retaliation.
Yeah, he ran him over in retaliation to what they done to his son.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a lot of opinions on this. It's a lot of people in the uproar.
Yeah.
I could say during our time, this is kind of the first time something like this has happened. Something as far as like we see a brother go back and take one of their no. I think it happened like two times. It just haven't been so publicized as this one is.
Mm-hmm.
So with saying that, man, what are your opinions on, how we look at the cops and how we feel like the cops just kill us whenever that they want to. And sometimes we feel like it's a sport to them. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of inequality as far as misjustice, as far as us getting sentenced. You know what I'm saying? As far as us getting justice with other cops that
or just being simply approached.
Yeah.
We feel that as a people, the approach from an officer due to race is different, and over time, from my personal experience, just living in society, I kind of feel that way. I feel like, hey, there's certain ways and movements that I have to do when I'm approached by an officer to make them comfortable. I feel it's my job when approached by an officer to make them comfortable so I don't find myself in a situation where they wrongfully shoot me down because,
Yeah, and, he was seen in court. I guess he had a hearing, and it was a whole lot of cops that showed up.
Yeah,
it was a whole lot of cops that showed up.
Do you know what that was? I looked at it over and over and over, and then it came to me like that wasn't really for him. They knew that the media was going to be there, and this is going to be broadcast all over the world, and especially for the American citizen, they wanted to show a presence of force that, hey, this incident happened, but we're bigger than you. Don't try to buck the system.
That's how you felt?
That's what I feel the message was. It was a purpose, because you don't want, as you see, people is like, hey, it's about time somebody stood up. We ain't had the gump to stand up for ourselves, and this has been happening. And as you've been seeing, entertainers, well-known people, they have been talking about this stuff for years, for the last few years, with the multiple shootings that have been publicized.
Yeah.
Like, when are we going to say, when is enough is enough? And nobody had ever done anything besides picket, and I guess we did a little rioting.
George Floyd.
It was a bunch.
That was a Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, and it's at the end of the day, the actual individuals or the system, as far as the police branches that we have across America, they really weren't affected. Like we've only dealt with one another. We haven't done anything large enough to actually make these people reinvent how they police in America. There hasn't been no move. So this is like one of the first actual active things. Now there's a lot of things that I agree to. It's like, hey, you killed the innocent man to make a statement or to retaliate for your son's murder. I get it. Hey, he was in the act of doing a crime, but people are always going to do crimes. So are we going to just shoot all criminals down? Do we have the death penalty if we did nothing wrong? I mean, It hasn't never been that way, and we want an equal and fair justice system. If it's an officer's job to give every human being the right to be apprehended properly, give everybody that same opportunity. I done seen Caucasian individuals like literally touch the officer doing arrests and just wild stuff. And it's like we don't even get none of that action. It's never going to happen in certain areas and with certain races of people. We're not going to get that same justice.
One thing that I want to bring up in this situation right here is, he made an emotional decision as far as Rodney Hinton. You know what I'm saying? Rodney Hinton Jr. Seeking out retaliation and stuff like that. That's mental health, man. That takes a toll on your mental health. Like, imagine losing your child. You raise them, you know what I'm saying? You raise them, you bathe them, you feed them, you know what I'm saying? You be there for them in all of these years, and somebody take your son away from you at 18 years old, bro.
Yeah, man, a parent not supposed
like you
to
just made it to 8.
You're not supposed to see your child die. A parent don't want to see that. You want to pass before you.
Yeah. And I just want to talk about the emotional decision part.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like men, especially when we go through things like this, like I can never tell a person what to do and what not to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? In this type of situation.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know what it's like to put them shoes on. Somebody
killed one of my children.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is.
It's gonna be hard to communicate with you, different from whatever you feeling.
You're not gonna be able to tell me no. You're not gonna be able to tell me don't do that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to tell me calm down. You're not gonna be able to. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand. Trust me.
So I don't fault him for wanting, you know what I'm saying, retaliation or just out of anger. But at the same time, that right there, his lawyer they could say that was temporary insanity. At the same time, you understand what I'm saying? So, we're gonna watch the case. We're gonna see how far it goes. And at the same time, but this is one thing that I do want to bring up too, to a lot of black people, because there's a lot of black people talking about free that man.
Yeah,
there's a lot of black people talking about, hey, one of these rappers out here, one of these millionaires out here need to be paying on his books. They need to pay on his lawyer. You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter what has happened to you. Once you do wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? What he did was wrong.
So you saying two wrongs don't make it right?
Two wrongs don't make it right, but it'll make you feel good sometimes.
Yeah, that's something temporary.
But it's still not going to bring his son back.
No, that's temporary.
That's still him killing that officer is still not going to bring his son back, bro.
No, at the same time, but then you got to look at it too. Sometimes, hey man, you done took my child, and who knows what this individual is thinking. He may not only be thinking about his son. He may be just tired of black people getting killed too.
That part. Yeah, so, I'm sure all of that goes into the concoction of the thoughts.
I just wish, sometimes like you said, with in the moment, having that emotional control, maybe I wish he would have went about the situation a little different.
Yeah,
not giving it details, but I feel that he should have went about the situation different. Because at the end of the day, not speaking as a whole, but you have individuals, man, white, black, Indian, all different types of race that police in America, and they're good people, and they just come to work to do their job. So if I just happen to be one of these individuals, and it might be many bad, but hey, man, I come and I'm fair to everybody that I deal with, and then somebody come take my life just to prove a point. Like, I was one of the good ones. You might have took out one of the good ones.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
That's a fact, man. So yeah, man, just putting a button on this, man. Y'all need to stop with that silly shit, man.
yeah, and I did want
Y'all
to
need to stop
comment
with that
too.
silly shit.
I've been reading like thousands of comments, and what I've noticed too, it's a lot of people that are commenting and saying "good job" or the ones that are really applauding it. Most of these individuals are the individuals that won't do nothing.
That's a fact.
You haven't stood up but y'all quit to be in your room or on your phone
Say, man.
and in silence, and you got something to say.
Say,
but hey,
boy.
when it's time for you to ride, you ain't gonna be on the front line.
You're not like that.
You're not even like that. So
Yeah, that shit.
I think as a people, a lot of things happen to us because they know that as a group, we not gonna stand together. We not gonna stand up for nothing. But we quick to, like I said, with this social media stuff, it's enabled us to where, hey, yeah, we can give our opinions, but no, hey, good job, but I wouldn't have did it. So hey, don't wire the situation up when you know you wouldn't even put your life on the line or put yourself in that situation too.
Yeah, man.
And you know, like I said, and this is bigger than us. And you know, may God be with the brother. He didn't do it. You know, he didn't commit a particular crime even for this even to start. But you know, his retaliation and what he felt was right. I just hope
Yeah, and
God intervened in this situation
Man,
and
I
not
could-
man. You know,
I could understand, sympathize with the anger that he had, even with the decision that he made.
but can you really though?
Man, I'm about to go get one of these motherfuckers.
That's like
I'm about to go get
that's
one.
the worst thing you can have happen to your
look,
life.
They took one. I'm gonna go get one, and I could understand that.
anyone.
You know what I'm saying? I could understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's misplaced anger at the same time. You know, he was dealing with a lot, and it ain't too many people that could support you, man, when you done lost a child, bro. It ain't too many people.
There ain't no pick me up.
Yeah,
there ain't no good words.
Yeah, no, man. You
not
just
trying to
gotta
hear
go
none
to
of that.
sleep for about 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And I don't
2
know.
years.
Man, listen, man.
Yeah.
That shit there was crazy. And you know, I just want people to stop the bullshit. If your ass do wrong, you do wrong. You know? If you do wrong, bro, you do wrong.
Yeah, but I don't believe that just, and like I said, human beings are going to make mistakes. You've made mistakes.
Yeah.
I know the average individual that broke the law, even if on a minor level in some type of way, do you feel you should have it would have been okay if one of those minor incidents you would have got blown away?
That's true.
Do you feel that would have been okay? You'd have left your family behind for one of these minor incidents?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Nah.
Hell, man.
Yeah. So, people do wrong, but hey, people don't want to get killed. If I'm not taking another life, and if I'm not actually putting your life in danger, don't blow me down. And a lot of these people too that they dealing with, even children are dealing with mental health issues.
That's a fact.
So if y'all don't know how to deal, these people some of them are really not bad people. Just because you do wrong don't make you a bad person.
No, that's true.
The act is wrong.
Yeah.
But if you continue and it's in your heart, that make you a bad
Yeah, I
person.
mean, you got bad character.
Hey man, I just happen to be hanging with the wrong group of people that I just met a week ago.
Yeah.
And I get caught up and then I'm blown away.
Yeah,
So,
man. That shit just wild, bro.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So yeah, we're gonna be watching, keeping up with the
Yeah, we're
with
gonna
the
keep
issue.
up with it, man. Especially,
I'm kind of torn on, but I understand both sides of the fence. Totally.
Yeah.
But there's two sides to this story. Though.
The cop need to be in jail, and he need to be in jail, like point blank. Period. You can't just kill. You just can't unalive somebody and just.
Yeah, let's
think,
just let's make the justice system just equal across the board, man. Call a spade a spade.
That's a fact.
Hey man, somebody do wrong, and we gonna make every effort to like apprehend them and put them in the car. Try that with everybody, man. There's some certain group of people is like, nah, we gonna shoot them down. Nah, don't do that, man. Keep it fair.
Yeah, but I just want to say this because we about to switch gears.
Yes, sir.
We about to get into this relationship talk.
Man, let's give them what they want. Okay.
Say, man. Say, man. We got some questions that was given to us, bruh.
Okay.
Say, man, we gonna have to roll with these punches, man.
Yeah, let's roll them out. Let's see what we're talking about.
So, look, what would you do, you and your lady at night, Y'all done had a nice little, dinner, movie.
Okay.
Y'all hop in the bed. It's time to get in the bed, and you
Get
about
busy.
to do your do, and
Okay.
you in the middle of doing what you do,
Okay.
and she say another man's name.
Well, I think in that moment, that's gonna kill the moment for me if it were to happen. Yeah, I'm pretty much yeah, we going down on that. I'm like, hey man, it's pretty much the thrill is gone.
Oh my God!
Yeah, the thrill gone.
What?
Yeah, that's just the first part of it. Yeah, the thrill gone in the moment. We just, I'm not gonna be.
You giving all you got.
Yeah.
She yelled Tyrone.
Yeah, that's wild. Hey,
say boy,
what's going on? Well, you must be lost or somewhere at the wrong address, because if you calling out Tyrone, you need to be with Tyrone. That's the way I feel. Like, why would you even waste my time?
See, but the other side of it is, it could just be a fantasy.
Yeah, some people play that. That's different.
Yeah,
that's more on an Anglo level.
It could just be a fantasy that she got.
Yeah, and then maybe some dudes that turns them on. Being
that's crazy work.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know,
crazy work. That is a bad bag of dope right there, boy.
It's a lot of them out there, man.
Say, man,
it's okay with a lot of things.
Oh man, listen.
How would you handle the situation?
Say, boy, a part of me will want to go harder and tell her to get my name right.
Oh, yeah. See, that seems like you into it. That just really turned you up.
Yeah, a part of me.
Yeah, that's wild.
A part of me go hard.
See, you talking about a bad. Some people like bad though.
Yeah, I've been. What you said? What name you said?
Yeah. And then if she call your name, you like it.
What you saying?
You was glad. You might like do that again.
Yeah, we might not even see each other no more after this. We might. This might be the last.
No, I can.
Yeah, this might be the last thrill that we have. Like real talk. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Man, that's wild, man. For
that is wild sauce.
Yeah.
That's some bad dope right there, babe.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yo, for her to say another man's name.
Yeah. Or even if later on, I mean, even if it was a way for us to know that you was thinking about somebody else.
Yeah.
I just think, man, people in relationships, be with who you want to be, man. If you're in a relationship and you don't want to be in it, like, cut it off. Like, you call it. Yeah. It's okay, y'all grown. Some shit works, some shit don't work. Mm-hmm. But don't just be going through the motions and stringing somebody else along. And you really have feelings for another person. Like that.
Speaking of that, right? That leads into the next question.
Okay.
Can a man and a woman really just be friends? Or is somebody always waiting to shoot their shot, whether if it's the man or the woman?
Now, statistically speaking, a lot of times that is the incident. That is the instance that, hey, really one of the two, they waiting on really this third party or the person that you with to get out the way so they can really take their spot, so they just kind of play the friend role way. But then there are instances like truthful that people are true friends, like there's nothing going on. It's just.
So you think you could be friends with a woman?
Yeah. And then it would be some of them that probably if I'm honest with myself that I had an attraction to. If I'm honest with myself, I couldn't be just a friend. Because I know at some time and point, like, I'm probably going to make advances. But there are females that I don't have that attraction to, but they good personality, and I could see myself like being cool and never like crossing. They could be married, have a dude. It don't matter, like
Okay.
And their relationship and their time with their other partner gonna be respected. It's like whenever we get a chance to talk or see each other, and I don't mind not hiding it from the partner. He want to be on the three-way, long girl, whatever. It's cool. So it shouldn't be no problems either. If that's the truth, it shouldn't really be no problems. It's like what your partner want to know about this person. If it was a female, as far as me being concerned, hey, you want to know the history on her or whatever you want to talk to her, it's fine. It's my partner. So it wouldn't be no problem.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the issue?
I think men and women could both be friends.
Just
like
friends,
platonic, you know what I'm saying? And, like that. The way I see it, too, is you might have a homie, one of your best friends or whatever, and he got a wife, and his wife might be attractive. But that don't mean that she's attractive to you, though. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even look at it that way.
Exactly. You don't even look at it that way, and y'all partners. You know what I mean? So I do feel like men and women can just be friends. You know, I've been in certain situations where women will say that they my friends, but you know
It was actually
they really want something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really want something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can smell it on them, you can sniff it on them and shit like that. You know.
So at the same time, I could say that I understand men and women that are insecure or not comfortable. Let me use that word, not comfortable with their partner having a friend of the opposite sex,
Right?
Because there are a lot of instances it turns into something else.
Yeah.
So I understand both sides of the story, but to say that it's actually possible, there are situations, you know, thousands probably of people that are just mutual friends, platonic friends, and there's nothing else going on. They're just friends,
Right,
and
yeah,
they just happen to be the opposite sex.
No, that's a fact.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I feel like that too. And you know what? What would you think if you know you was in a relationship, long-term relationship, you was with this woman for about 7 years or whatever,
Okay.
and she had a male friend, you know, and he was cool, you know what I mean, and you know, wasn't no signs there, but when y'all broke up, they got together.
Yeah, that's wild to me. In my mind, I'm gonna be honest. The way I personally gonna feel, like he was just waiting, like we had just discussed a few minutes ago. He was waiting on the opportunity. He waited me out.
Hey man, hell no. Yeah, you feel like you was with him the whole time we was together.
And I feel every time like
Yeah.
you had came by the house, you was looking at her like it was you know.
That's a fact.
It was disrespectful the whole time.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I would feel like that too, though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Damn, y'all ain't got
work.
together.
Yeah, y'all ain't got
My
together.
homeboy, like, you.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot.
Well, y'all ain't together no more. I'm like, shit, though. The
Yeah.
principal.
Hey,
Man.
it's a lot of women that do got men in the friend zone too. You know what I'm saying?
For the waiting. Waiting.
But
As soon as you mess up, she can jump to him.
yeah, and you know, and it just be like that. Like they be having that.
Yeah.
You know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, just know that it's just your turn.
That is possible.
You know, it's just your turn. Do you feel like a woman or a person is ever like yours? Like you know how people like to take possession of people, like this is like that's mine.
Yeah, and I don't think that when it comes to people, I don't think the individual should put that definition on a person. I think that the other person's actions, in your mind, you could say, hey, I know this person is mine by the way she treat me and what we've been through throughout the years. Her actions will show that, hey, in my heart, I already know, like, this mine. So,
Yeah.
but as far as me claiming her without it being evident, like her showing in her actions, I don't think we have the right to do that, because you really don't, what you thinking, it may not be what the other person is thinking. And we see it all the time. You thought this person was yours, and all the time she got 2 or 3 other dudes, and you thinking this here.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I think in the motion, you'll see in a person's motion and how they move with you, it's gonna tell the story.
Yeah, I think it's just your turn.
I don't think it's always like that.
Yeah, I do. I think it's
I feel that. I mean, that's a safe way.
It's just your turn, bro. Whether if that is a short term
Well, if you think
or
like
a
that,
long term,
and people think
it's
like
just your turn.
right? And people think like that, and that's a safe way for not getting your feelings hurt. But you do have them individuals like, hey man, it ain't nothing or nobody or no incident that could turn your mate or your partner against you. She with you through thick and thin, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Coretta Scott King was down with it. She knew that, King played and
Ain't no women named Coretta no more though.
yeah, I mean,
We stopped naming our children them type of names.
No,
Coretta's gone.
yeah, it's a bunch of
Hey,
them.
Coretta's
Like a
gone.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, Coretta's gone.
I will agree that the woman of today is totally different from the women from 20 years
That's
ago.
a fact.
Yeah, they got just a different breed.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a total fact right there, bro. Yeah, that's. So look, this is another question that they ask. They say,
Okay.
"What's the one turnoff that'll have you ghosting somebody? Somebody you was just in love with yesterday."
I don't know, man. I have to think about that one.
I want to cut that second part off.
Okay.
What is something that'll have you just ghost somebody? For me, it's hygiene.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah, she invites you over to the house. You know, like you ever went through a woman's stuff?
Is this at a time y'all just met,
Yeah.
or this y'all been together 2 or 3 years and all of a sudden?
No.
Okay,
no.
you just met.
Just met. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's a funner conversation right there.
I think for me, it would be if a woman like right off the top was super demanding and expected a lot of, like even my time and why you didn't call me back. I got stuff going on. Like,
Yeah,
you ain't got
that's
no, like you tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I see what time you on.
Yeah, you
I
real
got you.
needy and clingy.
I'm gonna show you something.
So you don't like the real needy and clingy women? There's some men that like that.
It's a degree to it though. It's a degree, and if you come off the gate, like right out the gate, and that's hey, this is how. Yeah, I need to. Every movement, every time you breathe, I want to keep counting your breaths. Like, hey. Whoa.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah.
You can't do that one.
Yeah, I might disappear.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah, you might be gonna get the straight to voicemail, like straight up.
So you ain't never been through a woman stuff when she invite you over to her house? You don't go to the bathroom?
I don't even do it because I don't really be caring. Like, because I'm like, I look at it like this. As I done got older, man, I think about situations like people that are in my age, people that live life already. So you got a pass, and you got whatever you got going on. Just be straight up with me. What the now is, and I'm gonna judge you accordingly. I ain't got to do no fishing through your stuff.
Yeah, I do. I'm going through your shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the bed. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you.
You looking for the medicine?
I'm looking for the medicine.
See if she on psych medicine.
I'm looking in. What is? They be having these purses hanging up. They have like not one.
There'll be a lot of
women just don't have just one purse. They got a bunch of different purses.
Correct.
I want to know if she got that hoe bag. You know what the hoe bag
I never
is?
thought about that.
Yeah, I want to know how many hoe bags she got.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I want to know how many hoe bags she got. Yeah, I'm looking at the base of the toilet. I want to. Yeah,
what's at the base of the toilet?
The bottom of the base of the toilet.
Yeah, what you looking for?
I'm looking. I want to see what's back there. If you clean back there, they're at the bottom of the toilet, like where it meet the floor.
So okay, now you checking her cleaning.
Yeah.
You going around the base.
Yeah, I want to check the age of her loofah. Yeah, I want to check the age of the loofah.
Has she been using the same loofah for the last 2 years?
You hear me?
You got mold on it.
You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, this loofah old. Yeah, you got an old loofah in your bathroom.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you can't have no old loofah in your bathroom. Yeah, I'm checking around.
Tough, man.
Yeah, boy.
You've been gruff to crime.
I'm on it. That's a fact. What if you check a toothbrush and it's all
flaring? It's
yeah,
all flaring. Okay, I know she done had that boy about 3 years.
Say, man, listen.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we are on top of all of that. Yeah, I'm checking the floor. I'm checking the high traffic areas.
Wait, check it out. If you do the check,
yeah,
and let's just say not some so drastic, but a few things come up that's questionable that you might want to bring to attention. You know you finna open that bag, like you might as well. Okay, now since you done went through mine, I was really on that type of times 10. I'm glad you done that because I want to go through everything you got. So now it's up. So
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I wanna take off the fitted sheet on the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see if some stains.
I get it.
Mattress.
I can dig it. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
if I see little rust and brown spots on you ain't changed your mattress. Yeah, your weather is not together.
Oh, okay.
I need your weather to be together, man.
Tough on
I
you.
need the weather to be together, man. Yeah, I'm checking everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go through her purse in front of her.
I think people have some privacy. You know,
I want to go through a purse like at the bottom of it. You go to the bottom of it, and they be having loose pills at the bottom. No, what you doing?
Yeah, hey man,
you know
it might not even go that far for you to even worry about that. What I got going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let it graduate, and then
I want to check the microwave. Hey, I want to check the microwave.
We got crumbs in there. Is it clean?
Yeah, it looked like something exploded in there.
Piece of them blowed up.
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay.
I want to see how much silverware you got.
Boy, you tough.
Yeah, I want to see how much silverware you got, how much plates you got.
What
Yeah.
about paper plates?
Yeah, see, look now.
I ain't got a problem with that. I
You
understand.
ain't got a problem with you
Hell
doing
no,
paper
because
plates?
hey, I understand what it is to wash the dishes all the time when you can just throw them away.
That's true too.
I mean, people might see
Ergonomic.
it. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah,
it might
okay.
be lazy because some people got all the time in the world to wash dishes.
Yeah.
Some people like, hey man, every minute of my life count.
Mm-hmm.
So me doing like chores, if I can find a way to minimize it, a paper plate, cool. I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Last thing I'm gonna check is that dirty clothes hamper.
Is it full or what? What do
I
you mean?
want to see.
What if she got? What's wrong?
You know,
what could
like
be
the
wrong?
under part of their bra,
Oh, so you
like
looking
back-
at their drawers
like-
and stuff? You
like
looking
the-
at the garments?
like the under
I
part
thought
of
you
they-
was talking about how full it was.
that part too. But the under part of that bra, when
So
you
you
flip
in
it
there,
over,
you
I
looking
wanna
at their
see-
panties and
I
the
want to see how
crotch?
dirty it is.
You looking at the
You know what
crotch
I'm
of the-
saying? Like, how dirty are you?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, wow,
I
man.
want to know how dirty you is. You know, when I smell your bra, it should smell like
No.
Bath and Body
What
Works.
if she?
You understand
What if
me?
she get herself together when you around? And
No,
when you ain't around, it don't matter.
It's about what you're doing when I'm not around. Is what I'm worried about.
Okay.
You just sitting down there, yeah, and you,
Cool.
yeah, no, yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
you checking the bra straps.
I'm checking everything.
You checking socks.
yeah. I'm trying
smelling
to,
the
yeah,
socks.
I'm
and-
big on hygiene, man.
Well, I
Especially
get that. Everybody got their little toy. You
the age of
OCD.
that loofah is very important.
Ooh, that's a new one.
Yeah.
I never heard nobody even mention that. You're the
I need
first.
you to have vinegar somewhere underneath that.
Yeah.
I need you to have some vinegar.
Some type of feminine one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something.
Knowing that knowing you take care of that.
That's
Okay.
a fact. Yeah, that's a
Okay.
fact. And I'm checking the doorknobs too. I want to check.
What
the
about the
doorknobs.
fingerprints or what? What's the problem
Nah,
with
because
that?
you ever check the high traffic areas? They get dirty. It get real dirty. And so if you don't clean your high traffic areas, you know, however you turn the
Yeah.
doorknob, just go home and look at your doorknob, look at the ring around
Man,
your
I got a
doorknob.
bunch of motherfucking fingerprints on my doorknob.
I'm talking about
I'm
the,
just
talking about
saying.
the base of it, like it get dirty.
I don't know if the bait, the whole handle. I don't be looking at yeah. What this shit?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, no, I'm big on that type of shit, man. Yeah, I got to see how you live in your life.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
I wanna know how
honest.
you live
If
your
it was
life.
a lady like that and pursuing me, I'm out of
She
there.
on you? Yeah.
The
you
first
out of there?
30 minutes is
Well,
probably
you
gonna be
won't
over.
know
with
that I'm
it.
doing all of this.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be over because in 30 minutes, all of that you looked at gonna be.
Yeah, I'm just doing.
It's gonna fail.
I'm
On
doing
your-
mental
on your-
checks. I'm walking in the house.
I'm failing all of
Looking
them.
around. As soon as I give her a hug and my face on the other side, I'm looking around like,
Ooh,
yeah. What if you go to a woman's house and you see some roaches dancing, break dancing on the floor?
that's too tough, man. I didn't. That part of my life is over with. I'm not doing that no more. I had to let her know I'm past this here. Fucking with them there? No, I'm past that.
She gonna say, no, they come from next door.
I'ma holler at you. You need to. Yeah. We'll talk about it on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
I'm cool, man.
Yeah. You got, fellas, you got to check the high traffic areas, man.
Woo.
Everything.
And the
that-
loofah. Don't forget about the loofah.
Man, the age of the loofah is
age
very
of the
important.
loofah.
Is very important.
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
Yeah, and how you washing your back.
Well, they got a scrub,
Dude,
scrub brush.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's at.
Or you,
I wanna know where it's
or
at.
you use a medium-sized towel.
Yeah, and then you do it like
So what
that.
if they doing that and they ain't got no scrub brush?
Where that tile at? And I want to, if it's
you
a
want to
towel in
see?
there,
You want to see
Say,
each
boy,
individual?
and if it's a towel in there,
you gonna smell it or what?
I'm
What,
just gonna stretch that motherfucker out.
what if she
I'm
just
gonna
pulled
look
it
at it
out?
and be like, okay.
How you gonna be able to tell if it's been there 3 weeks or it's just pulled
Man,
out?
and it tells you, the towel tells a story.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
know.
the
What's the story? What's the story?
The towel tells a story.
Let
bro.
me know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so look, when's the last time it been washed? That's number one.
Okay, yeah.
When the last time you
Yeah.
washed your towel?
Yeah, you can smell fresh. That, yeah.
How many towels you got in your house?
Yeah.
See what I'm
But
saying?
what if they single? You don't need but a couple.
And then they go to these hotels
If
and
they
steal
single, then they got
towels, too.
three, 4 big towels. That's it.
Yeah, they go to these hotels and they steal towels. They bring towels back. to
Oh,
their
so
house
if
from
you
the
see some
hotel.
stolen towels, in there,
Stolen towels,
that's showing
and
what
they
type.
always white.
Woo, I know.
Yeah.
I'm able to
Now,
identify
you
the hotel
stretched out
towel.
that white towel.
And you like this a hotel
And you
towel?
it's a hotel towel. And they
So
got
you steal.
you a thief.
You will steal from me.
You a little thief right
Okay,
there.
cool,
You know what I'm
cool,
saying?
cool. Okay.
Yeah, you stealing.
Hey man, my boy Big J-Mo, he giving y'all pointers, man. It's education. Yeah, dating
you gotta
education.
know what to look for.
Okay.
Yeah, and every woman should have like 2 or 3 peppermints at the bottom of her purse, man. Every woman.
What about a pack of gum?
That part too, that's cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Something
Okay.
refreshing.
I'm just making sure what specific peppermint.
Chiclets, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Some type of breath freshener.
Hey man, how old was you when you went on your first date?
Actual date.
Yeah. Now, I know you spent a lot of time locked up.
No. Like,
You know
in high school,
what I'm saying?
for real. Like, I think I like 15, maybe 16, maybe 16.
Yeah.
16?
I think I was like 14.
15, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you went?
Man, I think shit, McDonald's or some shit.
McDonald's?
Yeah, some light. It wasn't heavy.
Yeah, I took mine to the movies. Yeah. When
Nah,
I
I
had a
ain't doing the movie. I think we
chaperone.
went and got something to eat.
Did you have to meet her parents?
Nah, I was already
You
at a
had to
different
meet-
time. I was outside already.
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah,
I had to meet my parents.
Oh, okay. We did the traditional thing.
Yeah, I had to.
That's cool.
Yeah. I had to meet her parents. Yeah, my dad.
Mine
took
was a
us-
little older. Mine, I think she was like 3 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she was already outside.
Okay.
And I was playing adult.
What you mean?
Yeah, we all, when you get about 16 years old, you think you're growing shit.
Oh no, that's a fact.
I don't
Yeah,
know nobody.
yeah.
You can't tell a 16-year-old that he don't have the same exact understanding as a full mature adult.
That's true.
And I thought I was grown, and I really wasn't. My decisions later on in life proved that I wasn't ready to be on my own. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, check her earbuds too.
The earbuds.
The earbuds, bro.
Okay.
Gotta
So
check
you
the
gonna go look
earbuds.
for them or what?
No, like
If you happen to see them laying around,
let
go
me
ahead
see what
and
type of
check.
earbuds you got.
Oh, that's how you gonna pop
Easy,
them.
yeah, easy work. Yeah.
You got AirPods or what you use?
What you use? Let me see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they got that crust and that dirt,
Yeah, that
in
wax,
the
that
middle of
earwax,
in
yeah.
the middle of where they come together at,
It's over with.
boy.
Yeah.
You need some more.
Then after that, what if she say, okay, well, let me fix you a plate?
See, that's why I look at the microwave. That's
Okay.
why I look at the
But
microwave.
the food on the stove, she just cooked it for you, so she ready to
Yeah,
fix
hold on.
it.
Yeah,
But you didn't want to check the loofah and everything failed.
Man, listen.
You went in like a health inspector and she got all F's. So at this point, now it's time to fix you a plate. What you gonna do?
What you wash your dishes with?
This is what I actually do, and I've been doing this for a few years now. I actually hand wash my dishes because that's the way I was
Yeah,
raised.
I hand
Hold on.
wash mine too.
And every single load, I load the dishwasher. So I wash them and then let the dishwasher
Get them, yeah.
hit them. Because one thing about the heat temperature that the dishwasher gets,
Bust it up.
it'll sanitize it.
Yeah.
But most of my dishes, when I do it with hand, they be clean.
But
And
what dishwashing liquid do you use?
now they got that platinum Dawn. They get me with all the new sale. So I buy the high end stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
super thick. It's the
It's
platinum.
antibacterial.
It's got all that.
You know, Dawn is a degreaser.
It is, but especially when you get the platinum. But check this out. That's why, regardless of even if my dishwashing liquid that I wash by hand is in the antibacterial by it going in the dishwasher and reaching those temps, that's a guarantee to kill the dish. So my dishes get a double wash.
Okay.
Okay. That's how I do it.
I can accept that.
Yes, double wash.
You hear that? Clean. Double wash the dishes. Some of y'all, when we go to y'all house, y'all don't even got antibacterial soap to wash your dishes
Do
with.
you believe people should have like hand sanitizer?
You goddamn right.
Just in 2025, we still should have hand sanitizer.
Hit that dial.
What if you got
that
hand
dial.
soap? Hand soap and hand sanitizer.
Easy work.
Okay.
But when you wash it, like a lot of women be washing with Dawn. You don't wash with Dawn. You wash pots and get the grease
You
off
talking
with
about
the
wash
Dawn.
clothes with Dawn?
I'm talking about the dishes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the dishes. You know, they not washing they not
Hold
washing
on, I
their
gotta
dishes
take
with
up-
antibacterial.
They
soap,
do
bro.
have the Dawn antibacterial.
They do.
Yeah.
That's why I had asked you which one do you got.
Okay.
But a lot of y'all don't have antibacterial soap in y'all house.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Them dishes, they might look clean, but they not clean.
What about that little scrubber that's by the sink? That thing.
Ooh.
Ooh, that thing can get bad.
Yeah, that motherfucker started unraveling and coming apart.
folded.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to throw it away. And, you know what I'm saying? I understand you got all your money.
Yeah, no, that's a
That's
fact.
why you got to buy the pack hole.
I want to know what cleaning products you got. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Do
see
you got Clorox?
You're going to have to date a special individual.
I want the old school woman that got the Clorox that ain't, you know, they got this new Clorox that there's no splash.
Then that's what I use,
Yeah.
the splashless.
Yeah, see, look, you done upgraded. No, we going back in the day.
You want
The Clorox need to splash,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, it don't even feel right. You ever feel it? It don't even feel like the old Clorox.
I know.
Yeah, no, we not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got too many clothes as I'm washing. They got little spots from the splash. I done fucked up
Gotcha.
shorts,
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah.
You don't take but a little bit of dot of that shit. Now your whole
Yeah.
Gucci shirt fucked up.
Yeah,
you know,
y'all
so
fucked
that's
up,
why
yeah.
I prefer to use
Yeah.
the splashless.
Okay. Yeah, and I want to check the toilet paper.
Now what we said, how much?
I want to know
Yeah,
what ply you got.
Ooh,
What ply toilet paper do you have?
is it gas station ply?
Is
One
it? Yeah,
ply.
that's what I'm saying. Is it the ply you can see through?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Can you see through it? You know what
Or
I
do
mean?
it got the ridges on
The
it?
single, you know what I'm saying?
Cotton nail with ridges.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I like Quilted Northern, the purple pack.
Oh, you
Yeah,
wild.
it feel like a
Okay.
rag. Yeah, it feel like you wiping with a rag. Yeah, it feel
Okay.
like you wiping with a
Okay.
rag.
Okay.
Quilted Northern, the purple pack. Y'all need to sponsor this. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
What I'm
hold
saying?
up.
Listen, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, some of y'all be using the one ply and your fingers go. Your fingers go through when you're wiping your ass, and now you got, and then you don't have antibacterial soap
In the bathroom.
in your bathroom.
So if you run across a woman with the one ply, like how you supposed to
And
handle
then
that?
they be having these nails.
Well, what do? You see the one ply, you see the long nails, you see this is
It depends on how much you like her, bro.
okay at that point.
Because if you like her enough, you're gonna have to upgrade.
school her. You got to
You
school
have to
her now.
upgrade her.
Educate.
You're just gonna have to come over with all the shit.
Don't even tell her. You got a whole
Yeah,
bag
you
of
got your
stuff.
Yeah, this is your new toilet paper that we
Yeah,
installed.
this is what we.
Yeah. Do you got paper towels?
Yeah,
A lot of people don't have paper towels.
that's wild.
That's wild work.
But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you got paper towels, man.
Growing up, we didn't have them either. We didn't afford that shit.
Shit.
We had a towel, and we washed our
My mom
hands.
used to get
with a
mad
towel.
at me. I
We
used to
had the
use
towel
shit out
by,
of
you know, we
paper
had
towel.
the towel by the sink, you know, that be hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dry your hands with
Yeah.
that towel.
Yeah.
But we didn't, I mean, we was literally, like I said, I grew up poor than some people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of people can relate.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, yeah.
In my age bracket, yeah, I know there's a lot of
Yeah,
us didn't have
yeah,
no
yeah.
paper, but
We didn't always have paper towels.
I got too many
We
now.
had-
My child or my children don't even know what it's like not to have paper towels everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's a fact.
they just, whatever.
Yeah, they just use the shit out of them.
Like
Piss
they-
you off.
like they free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, piss you off, man. Yeah, but no, so yeah, that's what I had me ghost them off.
Man, that was interesting, man. That was educational too.
Yeah,
man.
very oh, I forgot another thing. You gotta check the shoes. Gotta check the shoes.
What about the shoes?
How many
bro?
shoes? Number one, how many shoes you got?
Bro, everybody ain't as fortunate as
No, we grown. We grown, we working.
Okay.
Hey, look, we grown, we working.
with a bunch of responsibilities.
And if you look at the bottom of somebody's shoe at the sole,
Okay.
you know, if it ain't no more sole there, like it's all that shit just rubbed off.
Yeah.
Like you could slide on the floor.
Okay.
It's time to throw them. Are you a hoarder?
That's another thing. Yeah, that's different too.
Are you a hoarder?
You just got shit in here.
Just
that
got shit everywhere.
You ain't gonna never use this
You're
stuff.
not gonna. And some women be having brand new shit in their closet that they never wore, and it's
all
just in
them
there for
purses,
years.
they never gonna put nothing in that purse.
Exactly.
It's never gonna.
Those are the purses that you got to go through, because that's where they keep.
That's the whole bag.
That's where they keep the other shit at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the other shit that they don't want nobody else to see.
They hide them in the purse.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. And women be having snacks everywhere too.
Snacks?
Snacks.
Man.
Yeah. Do you have a snack drawer? I need to
snack
know if you
drawer?
have a snack drawer.
Ooh, you dealing
We
with-
gotta make you a snack drawer.
Man, that sound like them big uns.
We gotta make you
That's that's a different category, man. I don't think that's no a snack drawer.
A snack drawer.
As an adult?
As an adult.
I ain't
you
ready
gotta
for-
have, It
that got
get
to
like
be.
that at night sometimes.
That got to be them big.
That's how I got this heavy too, man. Having fucking snack drawers. I got a
snack drawer?
You just made me realize something.
Hey, you the first adult that I ever met personally with a snack drawer.
Yeah.
You too old for that. Yeah, a snack drawer?
Hey, do you got a junk drawer in your house where
Yeah.
it just ain't shit but
I got that on my nightstand drawer. That's
salt,
my
pepper,
side. No.
receipts, change.
Yeah, it's all kind of shit.
Yeah,
Batteries.
everything. Yeah,
There's all kind of shit.
Yeah, old cords,
Everything.
everything.
You can find anything in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nah,
What
for
is it
real.
with everybody that got that drawer?
I don't know why, and we know every time we open it, like it's too much shit in here, and we don't do nothing about it. That's crazy.
Why everybody
We look
got,
at that shit
all
every
of us
day.
got that drawer at the house, and why everybody keep their underwear drawer in the top drawer?
I don't know. I think traditional, just probably.
That's crazy work.
Yeah.
Why I got to be in the top drawer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy work, man. All right, so we gonna switch gears to another one. Man.
Okay.
Is venting to other people about your relationship disloyal, or just you protecting your peace?
Well,
What you think about
Yeah,
that?
I got it. The way I look at that, I look at it like talking behind somebody's back. I don't feel I'd talk to behind your back if I told you first in your face. So if I tell one of my partners whatever I got to say, and I happen to say it to another one of our associates, you know, how I feel about you or shit, whatever it may be, you can't say that I'm talking behind your back because I told you in your face. I just decided, hey, I want to let everybody or whoever associate with us know how I feel about you. I might not want them to bring your name up around me, whatever, but you can't say that I wasn't no coward about it and tell you. So especially in relationships, I believe it's unfair to a partner if you don't, whatever the issue is, and you can't go into a conversation expecting a certain response. So you gave this person the opportunity to know how you feel, whatever it may be. They may make changes, they may agree, they may disagree to agree to disagree, or whatever, you know. But I believe when it comes to that, I don't think a person, whether it be the male or the female in a relationship, you should never go to your family members before you have that discussion and let your partner know how you feel about them. And then you might want to talk to your mom.
Yeah.
I like to go to my mom about situations because I know I'm a hothead.
Yeah.
And I know, hey man, she got a lot more wisdom and understanding
You
about
gotta process
situations.
things, yeah.
So, you know, I may have a discussion and I may be thinking I think I'm in the right. And I'm going to bring my feelings to my partner. And they won't get caught off guard. And then I may go seek some advice from my elders. So I don't look at that as like, hey, I betrayed you. Like I already told you. You want to keep it a secret. You don't want nobody to know you a bad person.
But what if they don't know how to present something to you? And the way that they learn how to present it to you is by presenting it to others first, and then them saying, hey, that might not be the best approach for that type of conversation that you want to have with him.
I look at that like if you don't know how to do it, that's like saying you don't know how to be respectful at work. I was taught to be respectful at home, but I don't know how to be respectful on the job site. Just like that, you need to either quickly be corrected about that. That don't make it right just because you're not used to doing something. Yeah. And I look at it where you weren't fully raised or whatever. It's like I said, at the end of the day, a lot of things, the way we think as adults and what we do, it falls upon our parents and how we were raised and our ethics and morals that we were given. And if you give, your child this understanding, like, hey, when you at a certain type of point, you have to, teach your children before you let them go out that house. Like, hey, these are things that you're gonna face. Hey, when you're gonna be in a relationship, and it may be the love of your life, but y'all not gonna see eye to eye every day. So when you get into an argument, this is the way you handle it. Y'all may need to take a day and talk about it the next day, so it'll be emotionless.
Yeah.
So there's ways to go about it, but just because you're not used to it and you don't have those social skills, or you don't have the skills to handle and communicate with your partner in a relationship correctly don't make that right.
Yeah.
So it's not cool for you to run off and you done told your mom and your sister and your brother all this stuff, but you ain't even told me about it. I got to hear about it through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that to me, that's super weak.
I say this, and it's just for everybody out there. This is one thing that I have learned about just communication. In relationships, we're going to have problems. We're going to have disagreements. We're going to have things that we don't align on. We're going to have issues. But don't ever make that person the personification of that issue.
What do you mean by that?
Don't ever make it like it's that person that's the issue. It's just like when you said earlier, people are not bad. It's just they have done bad things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And so it's not you that's the problem. It's the problem that's the problem.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, if I'm in a relationship and I happen to tell my lady it's something that she's doing bothers me, I'm not saying that I don't like you.
Right.
I don't like that action.
Exactly.
Or I don't like that tone, or I don't like it's the particular act.
Yeah.
All the time, the act isn't attached to the person's intentions and who that person is inside. So I totally agree with that.
Yeah. And that's how we got to look at it. We got to look at the problem as the problem, and we both have to understand that this is a problem, because if it's a problem for you or if it's a problem for me, it's a problem for both of us.
Right.
And we need to be
able to grow. We should want to grow.
We got to be collaboratives and team partners to be able to tackle that problem, to be able to resolve that problem together.
Yeah, you got to be open. I'm like that too, you know, like, hey, you know what? Let me sit back and think. Let me hear. I'd be wanting to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that tone, even if I'm joking. I talk to all my people like that. I just thought, you know, I was just comfortable. But maybe from a background or a situation that you be in, that certain tone triggers you.
Yeah.
So now I can keep that in mind.
Right.
Like, okay, I don't have to. With her, I can make the adjustment because you're my partner. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you got to let me know. And I'm not taking it personal. Like, man, she don't like who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's me.
Exactly.
You don't like me. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's a fact.
Just don't be so aggressive.
Yeah, everybody got their own triggers. Everybody got their own triggers. Everybody got their own.
You don't know what people been through. And
yeah, man.
It could be something from the army, from the military or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to be open-minded and don't attach it personally to yourself. I agree.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, man. With that, man, we're going to sign up out of here, man.
I enjoyed this tonight, man.
I did too, man.
Yes, sir. Man, I enjoyed it. Thank y'all for tapping in with us, those who watch.
Certified Talk.
Man, Certified Talk, man. We out of here.
J-Mo.
All right.
G. Smith. We out.
All right.